go. So welcome once again. So you can get re-comfortable. So again, we typically kind of start in the seated Sukhasana cross-legged position, but as always, feel free to come into child's pose, lie down, have a seat in a chair, whatever feels good to you. And I always like to take, 30, 60 seconds, just a little bit of moving and shifting, just kind of checking in with yourself, check in with your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body. Just that, ask yourself, how am I doing? How am I feeling? Notice your breath. Notice the sensation of the surface that you're sitting on, whether maybe it's a pillow, a blanket, the floor. I think my yoga mat's a little bit cool. It's the same. Notice that coolness. Noticing the temperature around you. It's really taking a moment to just allow yourself to come into this time and space. And then if you were not here last week, we are these last 7 weeks, started last week, 7 Mondays of the year left. We are doing kind of covering a different chakra. So last week we did the root chakra. And tonight we're moving up the spine a bit. So kind of just below the navel, but along the spine. So the chakras kind of run along the spine. There are those energy centers, those nerve networks that come along our spine. So the sacral chakra is just below the navel along the spine. So I just invite you to bring your awareness into that physical area of your body. And just observing how you feel, observing whatever you might notice there. So our sacral chakra is connected in with our reproductive organs, as well as like our kidneys and our bladder. It's associated with the water sign. So very fluid. And as you're bringing your awareness into the physical space of your sacral chakra, I invite you to place your right hand in the left palm. So both palms are facing up. The right is on top, and your thumbs, the pads of your thumbs, gently touch. And then you can just allow your hands to release down towards your lap. That is the mudra of the sacral chakra. And kind of in this position, as our hands are kind of down in our lap, it says we're kind of holding up our sacral chakra, cradling it. Sacral chakra is orange. So the chakras align with kind of the frequency or the wavelength. There's the word I'm looking for, the wavelength of the rainbow. There's all this connection in the body to the earth. So as your awareness is in your sacral chakra, just invite you to imagine the color orange, spinning disc, if you will. Noticing if it's vibrant, if that color comes to you naturally, or maybe it's difficult to envision the color orange. That could tell us that our sacral chakra may be blocked. We may be having other strong colors of the rainbow coming to us, and that kind of corresponds to other chakras that we will explore over the next few weeks. Just noticing for a moment, if you will, as much as you can, the color orange. Allowing that spinning orange disc to begin to move kind of out and around your body. So our protective bubble this week is orange. Just checking in with how you feel when it comes to your desires. You're feeling okay to feel good, to be happy. Sometimes we can encounter a lot of trauma throughout our life where we might hold feelings of guilt if we feel good, if we're happy, if we take pleasure in life. If you notice any of those feelings or emotions, may mean you have some blockage in your sacral chakra. So just sit with that for a moment, giving yourself permission, telling yourself it is okay to experience pleasure in whatever way. It doesn't have to just be sexual, just pleasure in general, happiness, fun. Being creative. Color orange. The mantra is VAM. 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 And I invite you to take a couple of moments here and just repeating that mantra out loud if you are in a place where you feel okay to do that. So it would be VAM. And really allowing yourself to kind of hum the tuning into the vibrations that you feel. We talked about last week how that activates our vagus nerve. The vibrations activate that calming of the vagus nerve. That vibration also activates release of nitric oxide in our body, which allows our blood vessels to expand. Expanded blood vessels allow blood supply to flow, which carries healing, oxygen, white blood cells. Just experiencing that, noticing that healing vibration move through you. When you're ready, if you haven't already, you can just return to your normal breathing. You can come back to that chanting mantra at any time if that felt good to you. Otherwise, we'll bring the palms of our hands together, lifting our thumbs to our heart, taking a moment in self-kindness, self-love, self-appreciation. So if you did notice, or if any kind of traumas or anything arose during that, go ahead and give yourself a little kindness, a little compassion for what might have come up. And invite, giving yourself permission to release any of the feelings or emotions that might have come up that you feel okay with releasing. We'll bow our chin down towards our chest, gently flutter our eyes open. And just adjust to the light once you feel ready. You can release your hands and open your eyes. Welcome everybody joining us. So we're going to start tonight with a low lunge position. So bringing the right foot onto the ground, the knee bent, lengthening back through your left leg. You can lift your left knee a couple of times, placing it gently down onto the mat or maybe even a pillow. Hinging forward. So in this position, which we know is an awesome hip flexor stretch, but it is also releasing and stretching through the spine where the sacral chakra is. Our reproductive organs connect in very closely to our psoas, which is what we are stretching here. Females, you might have noticed, if you have any type of menstrual cramping, you might feel that in your psoas. So that connection as we stretch that area of our body. We won't stay in this position as long as we do in some, because this is a little more active. But a couple more breaths, and if you're feeling good, you can even take the inner right thigh and gently press it away. A little more opening. Our chakras are interconnected, so we are opening kind of our root chakra here as well. Just 1 or 2 more breaths. And then we'll gently bring the right leg in. From here, we're going to cross the right shin down to the mat and let our left leg slide up into the mermaid position. Coming through a deer twist, so left hand on your left hip, gently twisting, but we are going to keep the left knee bent today. So sometimes we straighten it. Of course, straighten it if bent feels uncomfortable. So we're just twisting through our sacral chakra, which invites that wringing out, that releasing of anything that may be stuck there. And then from there, you can bring the left arm out, the right arm out, gently crawling it, pull onto your right hip, coming down into your deer pose. Maybe having a pillow if you like, maybe stretching your arms out long. Just continuing to bring your awareness back into the sacral area, the color orange, the VUM vibrations. Noticing that gentle twist just below the navel. Wringing out. Releasing. Letting go. It's always great to have a pillow kind of under your side face, under your chest, if that feels good to you. Softening your eyes. Relaxing your jaw. Breathing into your sacral chakra. Just belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. Exhale, letting go. Inviting the body to relax a little deeper with each exhale. Noticing if the vibrancy of the color orange changes. Couple more breaths here. Then sliding your left hand down under your shoulder. Gently begin to lift your way out. We'll come to the other side in a moment, but first we'll come into a straddle. Taking the legs out long and wide. A little bit of movement, shifting. So just kind of imagine, right? We're just kind of circling around, right around the sacral chakra, kind of right there at our sacrum. And as we gently walk our hands forward, perhaps lengthening and stretching. So opening after we twisted and wrung out, released. Now lengthening and opening through the back of the chakra with a little massage and compression through the front. And relax into your straddle pose. Maybe some blankets or pillows in front of you so that your arms can rest higher if you like. You could have a yoga blocks, a chair in front of you to lean into. Whatever feels good. Color orange. Within and surrounding you. Long. Anytime. Feel that vibration. Long. Even just internalizing the vibration, even if you're not physically making the vibration happen. Feel it and hear it within you, even if it's silent to the world around you. More breaths. This position really allows the nerves in the sacral chakra, gentle stretching, just kind of bringing energy in through the back of the chakra. Come through the front in a moment. From here, we'll gently walk our way up and bring that hip flexor stretch through the left leg. So take your time as you come up, or actually through the right leg. Left leg will be in front. Coming onto the right foot in front, sliding, or the left leg in front, sliding the right leg back. We're just staying down low. You, of course, could lengthen up like we do dragon pose in a more active yoga class if you like. We're taking this fairly mild. Just for a few breaths, not too long here. lengthening through the psoas, which comes up and attaches right into the pelvic organs. You can stay right where you are or gently press left inner thigh away for a couple of breaths. Deeper stretch. Just for a couple of more breaths in this position. It is a little more active. And then if the leg is out, we'll bring it in, gently shifting your weight back so that we can bring the left shin down. And then the right knee comes forward. And of course, again, if this is uncomfortable, you can always straighten the right leg, but we'll keep it bent if we can. Right hand onto the right hip. Gentle twist. And then continue the twist through the sacral chakra, that wringing out, reaching right arm, left, right, left, onto the left hip, coming down into deer pose. Again, you could have blankets, pillows, maybe sliding your arms out long if that feels okay. Deep belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. Feel your inhale come all the way down below the navel. With each exhale, releasing any kind of limited feelings, perceptions, any kind of negative things that you have told yourself about not being good enough, it not being okay to enjoy life, to find pleasure in life. Releasing those self-limiting beliefs, those misperceptions. Relaxing through your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your back. Soften your eyes, relaxing your jaw. Releasing between your shoulder blades. And then gently we'll move the right arm under the shoulder to slowly lift our way up. We come down into our back into a supported bridge pose. So if you have a yoga block or a pillow, it doesn't have to be a super high bridge. As you roll yourself down to your back, maybe bringing the pillow or the yoga block right under your sacrum. So right under the sacral chakra. And then your knees can be bent, feet on the floor, or you can lengthen your legs out long. Now opening and stretching through the front of the sacral chakra. Inviting, right, energy in, inviting that kind of feeling of it's okay to experience joy, pleasure, love, and light. And so you could just have some pillows or even a blanket rolled up under your sacrum for this mild back bending position. Relaxing through your chest, your shoulders. And then of course you can stay here, or maybe you bring the bottoms of the feet together into this lifted butterfly position. So that may be a little more into your inner thighs and hips, a little more opening than you would like. So you do not have to stay here. Maybe only stay here for 30 seconds. Just inviting in a little bit more opening. Trying to relax through your torso. And then when you've had enough, you can just slide those legs back long again. Bend the knees, placing the feet on the floor. Inviting yourself back into a little softer position. Sometimes if we do have blockage in our sacral chakra, this can feel a little too kind of intimidating, a little too opening. And if you do feel uncomfortable with that at any time, just slide the block out, allowing yourself to be in typical Shavasana. Just going to guide you through a little bit of a guided chakra relaxation. So once again, if your mind has kind of wandered away from your orange bubble around you, I invite you to bring that back. You can either just listen to me chant Vam 3 times, right? Or you can chant it yourself. It doesn't mean anything, like, you know, sometimes I get nervous to chant something if I'm like, I'm not sure what it means, right? It's that vibration, that opening vibration, releasing nitric oxide, opening your blood vessels, activating your vagus nerve. Inhaling. Vam. Two more times. Vam. Once more. Vam. If you did chant alone, just sitting with a moment, with kind of that sensation, the vibration still happening. Just as I repeat some phrases, allow your mind to just allow whatever sensations, thoughts, feelings, visualizations come with the phrase. I deserve pleasure in my life. I absorb information from my feelings. I embrace and celebrate my sexuality. My sexuality is sacred. I move easily and effortlessly. Life is pleasurable. Allow yourself just a few moments more. Allowing your mind to go to a place, joy, happiness, pleasure. As always, I invite you to stay here as long as you like. Whenever you are ready, give yourself, a little bit longer than you would typically give yourself transitioning to another activity. Allow yourself time to move slowly. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.